Hi guys, welcome to the last day of 2020. Are you guys excited? Are you guys as ready to get rid of 2020 as I am? I'm telling you, I'm ready for it to go bye-byes. Sadly, I don't think the beginning of 2021 is going to be that much better because really, it's just another day. Everybody's like the new year, new me. And how many people really stick with that? So, I don't know. I don't make New Year's resolutions. I really don't. I just try to be better than my previous year. Better. I only go against myself, guys. So, I wanted to do a little New Year's Eve chalking. This will be the last time I chalk in 2020, not 2021 because we're not there yet. So I figured I'd come online and do just a couple real quick things. As you can see, I've got a couple frames here. So I've got these two frames. Welcome to another edition of Chalking with Babycakes. Sorry, I keep forgetting to say that. So I've got these cute little frames, and then I've got these canvases. Now, I don't know why I have these blank canvases. I mean, I know I took them off of the canvas that they were on, but I don't know why I didn't put them back on. I don't know, guys. I do stuff like that from time to time. So what I'm going to do is I will chalk on this canvas, and then I will end up, I'm going to have to continue painting this because there's the brown right there. And we don't want to see that. So I'm going to have to paint this a little bit more before I attach the canvas that's chalked onto it. Now, what I did is these were a couple of just one of your regular old picture frames that I had gotten. And I just painted it black. It was the wood, and I painted it black because I thought that would look much better. So the first one I'm going to do here, and of course I'm using my reusable silkscreen stencils. If you're hopping on, say hi. And let me know what your plans for New Year's are. I know I normally say, where are you watching from? But I want to know what you're doing for New Year's this year. Are you doing anything fun and exciting? You know what we're doing for New Year's? Absolutely nothing. We typically have a gathering of people at our house, and we do the sauerkraut and kielbasa and those types of things. But honestly, we're heading down to the lake house tonight. Actually, after I'm done with this live, me and my daughter are going to finish packing up, and we're going to get the dogs in the truck, and we're going to head down to the lake house. So after this is all chalked, and after I finish painting this frame, I am going to just take and staple the chalk or the canvas to the back of the frame. I'm going to get it all stretched out really good and staple it. Now we're doing only one color with these ones, guys, because I'm thinking the white and black will look perfect. I think that's all we need to do is the white and the black. And if you saw, what I did here is I'm squeegeeing the stencil down because I want to make sure it has a good bond. So this way the paste does not bleed out underneath the stencil. I don't like it when that happens, because then I have to try to fix it, and sometimes you can fix it and sometimes you can't, and it's just a mess. It's a mess. So I didn't have to paste the entire thing. It's not like painting. You just slap some paste on there and you squeegee it all down. It's just like screen printing. I don't know if you guys have ever watched screen printing or anything, but that's all this is screen printing. They're reusable silkscreen stencils. You can reuse them anywhere from 10 to 12 times. Some of these I have used a lot longer than that. I have some very well-loved stencils. Now I just take it, I pull this up. And you always want to pull it, you never want to pull it at a diagonal, because if you do pull it at a diagonal, what can happen is you can stretch the silkscreen portion of it, and you don't want to stretch the silkscreen portion. Now, why did I go off of the screen here? Anybody have any guesses why? Well, I went off the screen because I have a water bath sitting over there, and that's where I put my silkscreen stencils to clean them, is in the water bath. So this is how this is going to look, and that actually turned out really well. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Audrey Hepburn. So basically that's how that's going to look. Of course, I'm not going to have all the excess around it. I'm going to, I'll do it for both of you because I have both Instagram and Facebook going, guys. I do need to get a new stand to hold my phone and my tablet. So they're kind of beside each other. I haven't gotten that figured out yet. So one's on top of each other. All right, this other one is a little bit bigger, but it'll still be good. So what I'm going to do here, okay, because what I don't want to happen is I don't want to paste outside of the area. So that's why I'm kind of leaving this frame on there, so I know where to put the stencils so I don't paste outside of the area. All right, this one says, those we love don't go away, they walk. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved, still missed, and very dear. So that's what this one says. And this one's going to be, I have a feeling this one's going to be a little bit more persnickety because it's not as sticky. So the other one was a brand new stencil. I had never used it before. So it stuck really well. Now, when you use these more often, what'll happen is they'll lose some of their stickiness. And that doesn't mean you can't use them. It just means you need to be a little bit more careful when you use them. So there is a possibility that this could bleed underneath it. The paste could bleed underneath it, which is going to be horrible. If it does, it's going to make me sad. But we're going to try it anyways. Now this paste is fairly thick, so it shouldn't bleed too much. Typically, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to this tightly. See, it's already moving. Oy, oy vey. That's what happens when your stuff doesn't stick well. So I'm holding on to it to hopefully keep it from moving too terribly much. I'm still using a lot of pressure because I only want to have to go over it once. So that's why I'm using a lot of pressure, but it's also making it to where it is moving a little bit more than I want it to. So I'm hoping this turns out okay. I hope it doesn't smear it. And I don't really want to go over it too much more because I do not want it to smear. Because it did not stick as well as, because it wasn't as sticky. It doesn't look too terribly bad. So because it didn't stick all the way down, it's not, the lines are not as crisp as they would have been had it stuck. I'm going to show it to you, and it doesn't look terrible. It really doesn't. It just gives it that more of a rustic type look, which is not what I was going for with this, but I mean, that's just kind of the way it's going to have to be. And then I'm going to put these little birds on here. And I still, again, I have the frame on there because I want to make sure that everything remains inside the frame. So you can use the stencils over and over again, even if they aren't sticky anymore. What'll happen is you just have to be careful with them, kind of like I am being with this one, is you want to be careful and hold on to it. So this way it doesn't move around a lot on you and you don't get, it doesn't bleed and doesn't go all over the place, for lack of a better, more technical term. And if you saw, I just used that piece of the stencil twice without washing in between. When you're using a smaller stencil, as long as you go quickly, you can use it more than once. And I think we're just going to do, oh, I got some black on my fingers. I think we're going to try this. We're going to see how this looks. Hopefully I don't screw it up. Let's hope I don't screw it up, guys. So if you see, I switched to the tools. You'll notice that when I'm chalking, oh, that looks horrible. That looks absolutely terrible, but I can't fix it. So we're just going to kind of go with it. This isn't going to be one of my favorites, guys. Not going to lie. That looks a little better. So if you notice, I'm using a couple of different tools. I used a regular size small squeegee. Then I used one of the mini squeegees. And then right now I am using what we call the multi-tool. And that's to help you get into smaller areas without getting the paste all over the place. So there's different tools that you can use depending on the size of surface or the size of stencil you're going to be using and what you need to get into. So I'm done. That's it. Two projects really quick. This isn't going to be my favorite, but it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's not like I need to redo it. And you can see there, this is creased a little bit, but once I pull it tight to get it in there and staple it, it'll look really good. What do you guys think? I know they're backwards, guys. So if you've been watching me for a hot minute, you know that I like to watch myself do this. It just makes it easier. It feels like I'm actually talking to somebody. So, and I know I'm talking to you guys. I get that. But if when you don't say anything, then I feel like I'm all by myself, and that's never good. All right, so just a couple, that's why everything's always backwards, okay? So a couple things. Happy New Year's. I'll see you in 2021. If you can, I do have my live sale from last night. Last night at 7 o'clock, I went live for my end of year live sale. It is still active. You can shop through Saturday. I'm going to go out there here in a little bit and post which items have been sold. So you know that those ones are gone. And yeah, you can still shop the replay through Saturday. Okay, guys? Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your 2020. And I wish you nothing but the best for 2021. And I'll talk with you guys later. Bye-bye.